Hi everybody, welcome to this new video for the GenAI Nerd channel, and in this video I want to show you how you can now, using a design.md file, make a perfect replication of a business model canvas in your slides. And this is actually something that I've been trying already a lot in the past years, and I've used all kinds of GenAI tools like Gamma app and Notebook.lm to try to do it, but now I finally managed to find a way to make a great replication of the business model canvas as a visual. So let me show you how I managed to do it. So the first thing I did is to go to simply ChatGPT, and I uploaded here the traditional template, the business model canvas template of Osterwalder. And then I actually wrote a very straightforward prompt saying, please create a design.md file that is able to perfectly replicate the business model template and visualization from Strategizer. Make sure that the design file exactly describes how every component is positioned in the template. And then actually, as I requested, it created for me this design.md file, which is actually simply a text file that describes in detail the whole layout of this template. So let me briefly show you how this design.md file looks like. Yeah, so as you can see, this is simply an extensive text file that gives an in-depth description of how we can replicate this template from Strategizer. So that's simply what it is. And so now I have this design.md file that I can save in a folder. And so now what I will do is actually to go to my Codex app. And for people that have never done that, how can you get to the Codex app? You click here on Codex, and then you can click here on download Codex app. Then you can download the app on your computer, and then you can start using Codex, which is a bit like Claude Cowork. So let me show you how that looks like. Yes, so now I'm in my Codex app, and here I have opened a folder, namely the folder where I stored this design.md file. So I created a separate folder called Business Model Canvas. In that folder, positioned my design.md file, and now I can simply write here a prompt saying, use the design.md instructions to create one slide to illustrate the business model canvas for the following input. And then I simply provided an in-depth business model canvas description for a business model that I have here. So here I simply describe all the business model components, and then it started working on this. And in the end, let me show you what it produced for me. Yeah, so in the end, now it has added to my folder a PowerPoint slide. And so let me show you how this PowerPoint slide looks like. Yeah, so here is in the end the PowerPoint that was created. And as you can see, it has now perfectly replicated the traditional business model canvas template of Osterwalder. And in that way, I'm now able to really, in a very quick way, create a perfect kind of imitation of this template using this design.md file. So I hope this shows the power of these design.md files to kind of imitate existing templates and how you can use them in Codex to conveniently start making your own visuals. So thanks for your attention. Bye.